But I also want to welcome to the program Harry Mullins, the coach of the University of Kentucky rifle team. And over this weekend, a big, big day for the Wildcats. Coach, how you doing, sir?
Doing great. How you doing?
I'm fantastic. Thanks so much for coming on the program, and congratulations to the University of Kentucky Wildcats, your first NCAA rifle championship.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate it.
Tell us a little bit about your team. Unfortunately, compared to college basketball, among other sports, college rifle doesn't get a great deal of attention, but I know you've got some fantastic student athletes.
We've actually a co-ed team where we have 5 guys and 7 young ladies. And we compete typically in about 12, 13 matches a year. We belong to the Great American Rifle Conference, which this season they were fortunate enough to win the regular season, and then West Virginia ended up winning the conference tournament.
And it seems like over the past few years, and you've been with the Wildcats since before they were even a scholarship sport, right?
Yes, sir. I was fortunate enough to take over the helm in 1987, and then I believe in 1994 is when we started receiving scholarship.
You all have had some great years, runners-up in 1997, 2001, 2002, 2009. And over that time period, Coach, as the quality of your team improved and the student athletes, just got better and better. I know, looking at a story from Columbus, Georgia, that was written over the weekend, you really took a lot from your father, who introduced you to competitive shooting.
Yes, he was actually an international skeet and trap shooter for the Army Marksmanship Unit. And so it was always neat to kind of exchange ideas between the two sports, but both of them being so mental. There's a lot of parallels and similarities, and being able to transpose that into our team and working the team dynamics, I think, has been a good key to our success.
Yeah. This weekend seemed like it was a heck of a competition. At the end of the 2 days, 3 points separating the University of Kentucky from the University of West Virginia. Talk a little bit about the competition that your team faced.
West Virginia is a great team, and people always ask, how does it feel to be able to win a competition like that against a team like that, to where it could have very easily, at the drop of a dime, gone the other way in that sense of those 3 points. I mean, when you look at that, not even a half an inch over, 480 shots over the course of 2 days. It's just a couple of nines turning them into tens. I can't say enough about West Virginia in terms of the level of competition that they've been at all year, setting some records throughout the course of the year. And so, for the teams to kind of know that they're both very capable of winning a national championship, and then to go out and stay very focused for 2 days, we were fortunate. We came up on the good end of it, but going into the last relay, when you had Nico Capriani, who's the defending world champion, shoot a 599 out of 600, and then Justin Penns for West Virginia, I believe, shot a 590 or 591. We were very fortunate for our guys to come in and do what they normally do, and not lose too much of the lead that we had coming out of small bore, to be able to hold on to those 3 points. I mean, it was back and forth. I think if we'd have went a little bit further into the next day, we would have probably lost some points, and then on the fourth day we'd have probably picked some back up. So I think when the two of us get together, it's kind of like a pendulum, and it's just a matter of when the clock stops, which side does the pendulum land on?
Yeah. Coach, I got to tell you, I think there are probably a lot of folks out there who aren't even aware that a rifle is a collegiate varsity sport for so many schools, and I think it's a growing sport. What is the one thing that you wish the general public knew about collegiate rifle?
The biggest thing is the involvement. We run electronic targets, and there are about 12 other schools that do now, and we put the targets on the internet to where you can watch the matches and actually see the targets live on the internet. And for people to get involved with them is a huge and tremendous help for the programs, because so many people, once they realize what the sport is about and the things that they do, fall in love with it, even if they've never competed before. And we've had people that have never even been associated with firearms, see what the kids do and the concentration level that it takes to do that, and the effort and the energy that's expended there, just like in any other sport, whether it's a physical sport like football, or to be able to get involved with that and actually come out and see and watch the sport, I think is a tremendous thing. And in Europe, it's a very popular sport to come out and watch, and a big part of that is because of the electronic targets, to where the spectator can see, as soon as the shooter shoots the shot, boom, it pops up on a monitor somewhere. And whether it's on the internet or whether it's behind the shooter or on a TV screen, and it's a really neat sport to be able to watch and spectate, rather than the old days when we would shoot on paper and you'd have to bring the target back and wait for the score, and that in itself has made it a challenge for the athletes. But the involvement of it, I think, it will help tremendously down the road. Just when we've got some tremendous fans. We run a live blog and do a lot of other things. And since we started doing that, the growth of the sport here on campus, and within the state has been tremendous.
Well, that's fantastic, Coach. We wish you all the best, and thanks again for coming on the program tonight. Congratulations to you and the rest of the Wildcats for bringing home the NCAA Rifle Championship.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Coach Harry Mullins joining us from the University of Kentucky tonight.